Hey guys, Adam here at DirectionTrader.com. Let's do our recap for today. It is 20 till 3, so we're getting near the end of the day. Pretty interesting day here. All in all, I don't even want to say frustrating, but it was it was a good day as far as pay goes because we made good money in the crude oil. But I was still looking for a drop on these stock index futures, and that is just absolutely not the case. I was kind of confused for a good part of the day because if you look at our market internals, they really weren't all that strong. I'm looking at the S&P right now up 30 points, and we got a market internal that's 1.4, 1.5 to 1 ratio. That is not very bullish. When you see that S&P is up 25, 30 points, that number is usually around 5 to 1, 6 to 1, 4 to 1, at least 3 to 1, but definitely not 1.5 to 1. And so I'm kind of amazed that you didn't see an afternoon fade. That was one of the things I talked about today. Waiting patiently for an afternoon fade for me to trade. Let me just pull them up. I was waiting patiently for an afternoon fade, and that just absolutely did not happen. And so, with that being said, I'm kind of stuck here, just waiting for my opportunity here. Just being patient here, waiting for this thing to close. And tomorrow, I'm going to come out with a whole different game plan. Actually, I'll start here, and then we'll go to the crude oil here in a little bit. As you see here on the daily chart, we popped up quite nicely here. Popped up quite nicely today. We broke through Friday's levels. We broke through Thursday's pop up, and we're back in that range here. Take from the highs to the lows, that mid-range here, where we took a break initially, where we popped up to last Thursday, and then again today. So, going into tomorrow, I'm going to be fairly actively watching these indexes because are we really coming off of these lows and ready to start another move to the upside? Or are we just taking one of these halfway pulls backs and then going to drop one more time here? I'm honestly on the fences a little bit about this. So, a very easy way for me to look at tomorrow's trading is to watch the highs. Being that we had our market internals, they were bullish, but they weren't aggressively bullish. They weren't bullish enough to have these indexes and this S&P up 30 points. So, going in tomorrow, if we push above the previous day's highs, I'm going with it. I'll be looking at one-sided trading. If we stay below yesterday's highs, I'm actually going to be looking at my intraday charts for some type of pullbacks and to start another pushback to the downside. Take today's negative behavior here in the internals and see if we can get some drop here. So let's go ahead and go through the other indexes here. There's the S&P. Here's the Russell. Russell kind of just lingering up here. Russell was actually the bearish one of the four. Russell's up about, 0.5%, so 0.5%, while the S&P is up 1.5%, the Nasdaq's up 1.4%, and the Dow is up 1.3%. So the Nasdaq the Russell here is being the kind of the conservative one here, and we're technically not even trading above the previous day's highs. So going into tomorrow, let's see if we can get a pullback. If we push through the highs, we'll probably look at the S&P for some long trades. Let's just keep going through them. Nasdaq, you see we pushed right above that really nice level here from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's trading. So we absolutely popped right through that level. That was actually very interesting there. And then here's the Dow, much of the same as the S&P. The Dow and the S&P look virtually identical. Let's see if they push above their highs tomorrow. I will be one-siding trading to the upside, looking shorts to the downside. So it's pretty easy what I'm looking for on the stock index futures going in tomorrow. The crude. Crude was fun today. We was talking, I don't know, for a couple weeks, maybe even close to 3 weeks or 4 weeks here, about this crude. We had this range here. And we noticed that, early on it was touching the highs, and lows, and then here recently it's only been popping up about halfway back. So we've been waiting for this thing to break out to the short side. We've really been gearing up for short side activity here on crude, and once again, like we did last week when we traded crude, it happened again today. We got aggressive to the short side, made some great profits, some really nice shorting opportunities here on crude today. We were even looking for for shorts last week on Thursday. As we were approaching the support, we were actually shorting that, looking for break, looking for break. And then Friday, I got aggressive here on crude, and then again today, I got aggressive on crude. So discipline paid off whenever we were inside the sideways range. We waited patiently. We found some other instruments to trade last week with the indexes and whatnot, and we just were patient enough to wait for this thing to actually break and do what we originally thought it would do. So good break there on crude. Made for some good trades here. As you see, Neil wanted me to mark up my charts for the trades we took. We took some just basic guys. Once we were dropping below some lows, we took some pretty simple pullbacks. We had some extremely accurate entries to the short side, and down we went. Here's another one. Extremely accurate entries to the short side. And then believe it or not, right over here, I actually took this one as well. If I zoom forward here. I didn't mark it up though. I don't know why. Anyways, let me mark that up as well. This is the other short that we took. You guys in the room know. We took that short. I did not hold on to this one. We simply just took +2 to get out of this trade because we seen some funny business going on, and sure enough, it did end up popping against us a little bit. So first two trades were nice big winners, and then the last one we just took basically a scratch, a little +2 off of it. So for us just to get out of that position, because we saw a little bit of the market, the S&P or the Russell here, sorry, I'm looking at the Russell on another screen, the crude here kind of running out of steam here, and it wasn't showing the aggressive selling anymore at that point. So that was it. Going into tomorrow, guys, if we can push down below today's lows, I am looking to the short side. If we continue to trade higher, I probably want to get above today's highs in order to get too aggressive to the short, to the long side. Get this thing to maybe pull back towards this 21 period moving average. That would be nice, but I'm going to be a little bit hesitant. Inside of today's range, meaning today's highs, today's lows. I probably want to wait for us to get out of that range, because that range lines right up here with these swing lows, and it's a little bit of an iffy area. So I do not want to get caught in any type of crazy price activity around there. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, you can email me, adam@directiontrader.com. If not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good afternoon.